can you ever really be too happy? Can you
Are
ever
you
have
really
too
gonna
much
ask
joy?
that every
I think
video?
it's a great.
What?
I'm just overcome with how profound that is to me. Like, no, she's always drinking water. So, I hope you enjoyed habit number 1. Habit number 2. We're gonna hear to talk about habit number 3. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
Oh, every day. Okay.
So, habit number 3.
Today we're going to talk all about the natural things in life, the free things that take very little time and that you should be doing anyway, but most of us aren't. Okay?
Sharon, isn't that the truth of a lot of us?
That's a lot. Well, a lot of these habits are things that we probably should be doing anyway, like deep breathing. We breathe all the time, but
Probably should allow all your tissues to breathe.
we should probably
Deep breathe.
deep breathe more, right? So in my book, I talk about going on nature walks, enjoying nature, observing animals, and drinking water. So those are the 2 things we're going to talk about today that you can instantly improve your life with. So when I walk in nature, not even walking, sometimes just sitting. If you can't walk, just observing nature, even if you can't go outside because it's raining or something. Observing rain is awesome. Observing snow is awesome. But anytime that you can just unwind your mind and just focus on something that's outside of you, whether it be a bird flying or a squirrel jumping or a dog licking the plant or something, it automatically makes you realize that you connect with something on a higher level. There's something out there that's higher, bigger, more important even than just this little picture that we often focus on. It kind of expands your view of the world and helps you realize that you're not alone, that you are loved, and that you're, like, literally, I've gotten into this habit lately of finding one little plant and picking off a leaf or picking off a little piece, and I just stare at it. And the more I stare, the more amazed I am at the grandeur of the details. Just try it. Try one leaf, one piece of grass, anything.
I mean, if you looked at it from
crazy.
a microscopic level, it's amazing. There's fractal patterns. It's called fractal patterns, and physics shows it. Like, literally, the Fibonacci sequence, this sequence of patterns as above, so below, like, shows itself through all of nature and through all of your body. Like, every cell looks like your body composite. Every little teeny part of a leaf looks like the whole of the leaf. It's like the whole is in the part.
Have you seen that meme? I think there's a meme where it shows our brain cells
absolutely.
looking like a tree roots.
Absolutely.
Or where's another one with, like, the universe looking like
where
our eyeballs.
the lady's laying on the grass, and it shows, like, all the way down from the teeny little quirk and to the multiverse.
But anyway,
it's just amazing that that you can. I mean, totally you connect on a deeper level.
So just being in nature can literally increase your happiness, and I think there's probably something scientific about that too. I think I
absolutely there is. We
don't need to go into it. You don't need the details. You just need to know that taking 10 minutes a day to just go outside, or even look up on your phone, pick a flower, whatever it is, and do it. And then the other part of today is making sure that you are hydrated. Hey, Doc?
Absolutely, yeah. It's crazy how many people are chronically dehydrated. So chronic dehydration is literally one of the greatest causes of illness and disease and sickness. It's one of the greatest causes of acute illness as well, that leads to all these infections. Is there's not enough fluid in your system to flush out toxins and waste products that get built up in the cells and tissues, because your body is 70-80% water. That's really what it is. And just hydration is the foundation of health, period.
There's a quote I put in there. I don't remember what book it was for, The Water Cure or something like that, Steve Merowitz. But he talks about how pretty much every disease can be rooted down to a lack of water or hydration on like a cellular level, and how over 75% of us are walking around chronically dehydrated and don't even know it. That could be the cause of your fibromyalgia. It could be the cause of your exhaustion, or you're feeling tired all the time, or your headaches.
Fatigue, feeling tired, GI bowel issues, almost always the primary source is some degree of dehydration.
Yeah. So our tip for you for this is to get a whole bunch of, I have 4 of these. Well, they're different versions, but I have 4 water bottles that I don't know how many cups, probably 3 cups each. This is what I do to make sure that I stay hydrated every day. I fill them up every single morning, and then by the end of the night, sometimes I have to refill them because my kids or my husband like to drink out of them. But making sure that you have something there that you grab that's easy to drink. I like having a straw because for me that makes it easy to drink. And I don't know, it just feels better. Some people don't care; they just have
women
cups
like
or
it
whatever.
to be pretty. I don't really care.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
have
drink
to
out
be
of
pretty.
the milk jugs.
Just has to be enough water. And how do they know when they have enough water?
Well, your urine is almost always a good indication. You should be urinating several times a day. Like I mean, you want your urine not to be too clear, not to be too concentrated or yellow. So you kind of wanted a decent mix in between. Certain things you eat can influence it as well, but for the most part, you really should be urinating every 2 to 3 to 4 hours.
And just make sure that you look at the color, because if it's like bright yellow, there's probably something wrong with your diet.
Yeah.
Or you're lacking some water in your diet. And if you don't like water, which is something that I was amazed that I found out when I was researching my book,
It's a real
lot
thing.
of people don't like water. They don't like the taste. You can add stuff. There's so many different things you can do now. Essential oils, there's True Lemon, there's True Lime, there's fizz packets you can get. There's how many other things?
There's all sorts of
They have
flavorings.
flavored waters now
Yeah.
you can buy that's
All
carbonated
sorts
water.
of flavorings.
All of those will do the same job. So, and a cool study that I found in the book was if you replace just 1 soda a day, because so many people are drinking sugary drinks, 1 soda a day for a year, you can lose up to 20 pounds
Yeah.
in a year just by replacing 1 can of soda with a cup of water. Like,
Pretty
that's
amazing.
all it takes. How cool is that? You
Yeah,
can lose 20
absolutely.
pounds that fast.
It's
So,
that
yeah.
easy. So again, like we talked about last time, it's just trying it, doing it, experimenting with it, and just helping you get into a mode where you're not just going to consume this information like you want to do it. You were just getting back to the basics, simplifying your life, and getting back to what actually works, what actually brings us joy, what actually kind of roots us to who we really are. So this
That's all for
this
today.
is her book, 10 Habits, 10 Minutes, 10 days. It'll help begin to change your life. It's not just for women; it's for men as well.
You don't need to say that every day. I don't know why. Repeat.
You need to repeat it like 7 or 8 times before your brain finally gets it.
Okay, maybe there's mad science to his madness.
Absolutely.
Anyway, be in nature and drink some water today.